Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nikki and we are weird around here. We're gonna completely ignore the fact that I didn't read a single book on my November TBR. I'm in a book slump, okay? You really just can't be upset with me. Okay, if you guys don't know how the TBR jar works, you got a jar, you have prompts in it, and then you blindly pick, and then you match it to what you have as far as your books. If you know me, I buy more books than I read, so my TBR is huge, and I don't really want to talk about it. I added blue ones this time, and this is the last time I'm going to be adding any until I think February. I'll probably put pink ones around that time, so we can have some fun romancy themed ones. An orange or black cover. That's not very Christmassy. I'm kind of in a dark romance mood. So maybe Her Soul to Take? That's been on almost on my TBR a couple times. I don't want to pick up another fantasy book. I kind of just want to do like low brain power to some extent because I'm in the middle of Throne of Glass and I'm hoping it'll help me pull me out of my slump, but we'll see. I think for the sake of me, how I'm having my reading journey currently, I think a lot of lighthearted, fun reads are what I'm looking for. So I grabbed two of them. We've heard the song and dance of Her Soul to Take before. This follows Leon and Ray. She is a college student that's absolutely obsessed with paranormal, and she ends up doing this ritual and she summons a demon into her house, and that would be Leon. Enough said. And it's a dark romance, and I think honestly it's supposed to be like more on the funny side. I mean, obviously you need to check your trigger warnings. Oh god, it's starting. Oh, I hate sneezing so bad. Anyway, where was I? Oh, and then the other book I grabbed was Scarred, and this one is a Lion King retelling. If you loved Disney, the villain gets the girl in the end. And they're just twisted, not fantasy dark romances. I don't know, they both look like a lot of fun. I think I'm actually gonna do Her Soul to Take. This, I've been eyeing it for a while, and I think it will just be a lot of fun. I mean, it's thick, but I'm not really worried about the thickness per se. I think it will just go by fast, and I'm pretty sure this is on Kindle Unlimited. I'm not a Kindle girly right now. I'm a physical book girly right now, and that's the only thing I want to read is a physical book. Let's go with Her Soul to Take. Even though I definitely still want to read Scarred at some point, especially now that Hexed is out, I want to read all of these. I think that'd be a lot of fun. If you guys want like a reading vlog on any of these books, let me know. Ooh, a book from my favorite author. Well, that's kind of hard. She doesn't have any new books coming out. Not until next year. Another author I'm obsessed with is Nevessa Allen. I read Lights Out. That was amazing. Her next book doesn't come out till next year either. Really think of any of the books out in my living room. Oh, so I'm still in the middle of Chestnut Springs. This is the last book. I've been putting it off because this is one of my favorite series right now. This is the last Eaton brother. His name is Beau. He has been in the military in all of the books. I mean, you don't have to read Chestnut Springs in order, but I would recommend it purely for Beau's sake because you kind of get snippets of Beau. Very beginning of the series all the way down. Beau has been through a lot, guys, and I want to see what's going on with Beau. He's probably one of my favorite brothers, to be honest with you, like just in passing when I'm reading about him from other characters. And I kind of love a military romance too. Like, it's not a military romance, but he's from the military, and I want to start her new series. So I think this will be a good, fun start, and finally getting Beau's story and finishing up the Chestnut Springs series once and for all, even though that makes me really sad to say it. I think we're gonna do Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I like this TBR. This is making me less anxious and not feeling like I'm living up to having to read a whole bunch of fantasies right now. A literary fiction book. Literary fiction. Do I have any short lit fics? I'm thinking about my literary fiction bookshelf out there on... Okay, on that shelf I have Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I think I have that one there. I have True Colors by Kristen Hanna, which I really want to read. The Winter Garden is a literary fiction book. Are you guys gonna be angry with me if I say I don't really want to read a lit fic book? Seeing that on my TBR, I feel like that's gonna slump me more. So I'm actually just gonna tell you, I don't want to pick this. I'm gonna pick a different one because I'm just not feeling it. Kristen Hanna is one I would pick. I do not want to pick that because I want to give that book a fair chance. And that's just me because I know how I am with my reading and I want to give every book I read a fair shot. Alright. Oh, a blue cover. Oh. Hold on a second. The book I think I'm gonna go with is Party Your World by Abby Jimenez. I have not read a single Abby Jimenez book. If Emily Henry recommends her, who am I to judge and say, oh, that's not gonna be very good. I know a lot of the book girlies have read this too, and they recommend you read Part of Your World, yours truly, and then Just for the Summer. It looks like it's about this girl named Alexis. Her family is a very well-known surgical family and they want her to continue the legacy. Alexis doesn't really want to do that. She just wants to be her own person. What's kind of like helping her through this is Daniel. He lives in his life and he does what he wants to do, whereas Alexis is living to the life of the beat to her parents' drum. She's torn between the two and she's trying to figure out who she is in between them. I think I might actually connect with this a lot. I might be potentially holding a 5-star book in my hand and I don't even know it. I'm glad I didn't pick a literary fiction because I just don't think it would work. We'll keep going. Ooh, a retelling. So I totally forgot I have 2 technically retellings. This is by Cassandra Odette, and this is her Entangled with Fae series. All of the covers are really, really cute. These are also all on Kindle Unlimited, by the way. And every book is an interconnected standalone that goes after another Disney couple. So this one is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I honestly think this kind of vibe here will be really, really awesome for this season that's coming up. I said no fantasy, but I feel like this isn't really a fantasy. I feel like it's a fairy tale. Even though that is on the cusp of fantasy, I think this will be really, really fun. And the other one is Never by Jessa Hastings. This is a Peter Pan retelling. I think her name is Daphne. Yeah, growing up, Daphne always knew Peter Pan would come for her, the way he had come for her mother and her grandmother, Wendy, before that. When Peter doesn't show for Daphne until she's 17, unexpectedly full-grown with no excuse for his tardiness, Daphne doesn't know what to think. So she has to been told that Peter Pan is her destiny. It's beyond choice to take his hand and leap into the stars no matter what would come next. But in Neverland, Peter's true colors begin to show. One moment he's making Daphne's heart flutter, and the next he's forgotten her entirely. So when Daphne stumbles into the path of Jameson Hook, the pirate son of Peter's nemesis, she lets herself get swept into his vulgar charm despite the warning signs. Both boys are trouble and both have dangerous secrets about his strange fantasy they like to call home. And if she loses her heart to either one, Daphne will just lose herself too. I like Jessa Hastings' writing. I don't know. Do I want to do most likely a very twisted love triangle? It sounds like Peter is not what we all think him to be and Captain Hook might be where we need to be staying at, but I don't know. I haven't really heard a whole lot about it except negative connotations to this book. Or do we want to stay somewhere a little bit more short and sweet and cute and whatnot? I don't know. I kind of want to read both, to be honest. I'm actually going to pick Never. I actually want to see why people are pissed off about this. Here's my thing. If people don't like it very much, I normally do like it. I know, crazy thing, huh? I have a different opinion than other people. Crazy concept. I'm gravitating toward it. Even though this also looks like a freaking blast, I want to read this. I definitely want to read this. But I think I'm going to pick this one. An animal on the cover. There's an animal on the cover. We're going to just pick this. I wanted them both anyway, so we'll just keep going. Under 400 pages. Okay. I'm glad I walked out to my living room to take a look at all the other books that I have because I forget sometimes what I have out there. Like the Brutal Birthright series. It's about these 2 rival mafia families and they decided to end their blood feud by putting the 2 families and get them married together. So they're like, cool, now we won't fight anymore. So this one is, I think, the sister of the Irish mafia and like some other mafia groups. We're getting a third-party mafia entering the chat here. And I think this is Nessa Griffin and Maloka Wilk. Wow, Nikki. Nicoleissreading Wilk. Okay. I need to calm down. But it looks like fun. And really light and really cute. But I grabbed a couple other ones because they're short. And I have the second book, Swift and Saddled. I hear her books are only getting better. I liked Done and Dustin, but I wasn't like obsessed with it. Like, I had a really good time reading it. It was targeted as a slow burn. It felt very insta-lovey. I don't know, not even insta-lovey is the right word because they're enemies. The stakes aren't that high, guys. It's a romance book. Ada Hart and Weston. And I love her covers. They are so cute. City girl who refuses to be saddled with a man, and he's the cowboy who wants her anyway. And then the last one I actually have is Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I feel like I haven't had a lot of thrillers lately, and I really enjoy thrillers. It's November 1990. Oh, I should have read that this month. Nirvana is on the tape deck, and George H.W. Bush is in the White House, and movie-obsessed college student Charlie Jordan is in a car with a man who might be a serial killer. The longer she sits in the passenger seat, the more Charlie notices there's something suspicious about Josh, from the holes in his story about his father to how he doesn't want her to see inside the trunk. All of these look really entertaining, but I think because I already have a cowboy romance, I'm gonna say no to Lila Sage. Stolen Air looks like a lot of fun. I think I might just end up picking this up as a palate cleanser anyway. I think I want to read this. Like, even if it's still in December, it's still got like that cold, scary planes, trains, and automobiles. I don't know. I'm instantly thinking of that scene where they're driving in the car and it's like falling apart and they have to stay at a rest stop. I don't know. I'm instantly thinking of that scene. That movie's so good. Planes, trains, and automobiles. I think I want a thriller. I like thrillers quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, that's 6 already. That made me kind of sad. Like, I want to pick one more. I'm picking 7 in general because I feel like those 2 like retellings, I basically found one that like worked. I will feel better if I pick one more. And I think this would be fun. So let's make this our last prompt. Oh my god, no. 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 I picked a Stephen King book. A Stephen King book? No, I'm not reading a Stephen King book right now. No, no. Is this the universe telling me that 6 is fine? Oh my god, there's cat hair everywhere. I think that was the universe. Yeah. I think getting Stephen King as like my 7th book is a sign. Stephen King's It really just took it out of me. And it's not because I hated the book. The book was actually quite good. I gave it like a 4-star. It can't be a 5-star though, because it's gross. It was so good and so disgusting at the same time. And the fact that that book is dedicated to his kids really grosses me out. If you know, you know. Okay, tangent aside, let's go over all the books that we pick together. We have a nice plethora here. I like this a lot, actually. So, the first book we have on our December TBR. I cannot believe it's December. Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. I'm really excited to read this. Hopeless by Elsie Silver. Finishing up the Chestnut Spring series. I'm so sad, but I'm so excited. Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I really hope this is a 5-star prediction. That would be so cool if it is. Never by Jessa Hastings. Curse of the Wolf King by Jasanja Odette. And last but certainly not least, Survive the Night by Riley Sager. Very colorful. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to hit like, follow, and subscribe. It helps me out. And if you want to be notified every time I upload, just hit that bell. Some quick PSAs before I am gone. I'm trying to figure out reading sprints. If you guys want to do reading sprints with me, I think this will be really fun for us to connect and be together. Go check me out on TikTok. I will be doing that over there. So if you are interested in doing reading sprints with your girl here, come hang out with me and you can follow me over on my TikTok. All of my socials are always linked down below if you need to find me on anything. I hope you had a really great Thanksgiving. This year is quickly getting closer and closer to the end and I had so much fun and I appreciate you guys so much. This was our last TBR of the year. Well, I hope you guys are having a safe holiday season and no matter where you are in the world, I love you, be safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys, I love you so much.